Hi everybody, my name is Juan Colas and welcome to this little detail about the big project of the 5 cards. 5 cards, 5 elements, 5 versions of this trick. But today is the switch version. It's like that with 5 elements from spades. 1, 2, 3, 4 and the last one is the 5. On the table, like this, in order. But the question is, what happens if I switch? If I switch, this is the 1. So here is the 2. And there is the 3. Now is the 4. And the last one is the 5. Again, 5, 4, 3, and after the 2 is the 1. This is the order. But if I change now, here is the 5. So there is the 4. Then is the 3, this is the 2, and the last one is the ace. Wonderful. Okay, one last time. With the ace. The first one. Then is the 2, 3, and after the 4 is the 5. This is the order. But if I switch, now here is the ace, so there need to be the 2, then is the 3, this is the 4, and the last one is the 5th. 5 elements, 5 cards. Hope you enjoy. Okay, first of all, I need to tell you about the reference of this trick. My first contact with this kind of trick, with the 5 cards, is the attention test of Gaby Paredes. If you don't know, please close the video and go to YouTube to see Gaby Paredes' attention test with the 5 cards. It's beautiful, but the effect is different. It's other phenomenon. It's like that, like okay, this is the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and this is the 1. But if I tune over, then this is the 5, this is the 4, this is the 3, this is the 2, and this is the 1. So in the Gaby one, it's not from Gaby, it's from Roberto Giove. Is the palindrome cards, because palindromes can be read one side or the other side. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is my first contact with this kind of thing. But then I discovered Nick Trost had a trick which is called 5 in a row, and the trick is this one. When you switch the 2 points in the arrow, the beginning and the end, the 5 and the ace, and you switch, and then the other ones switch it. If you notice, the only 2 cards who change in the effect is these 2. I mean, if you place like this, and then you change these 2, you only need to change this, because the 3 is always in the middle. So it's only a transposition of 2 cards. The 2 there and the 4 here change places. It's a little effect. But on the other hand, you show very clear, you can show very clear the ace and the 5. And the 3, of course, because it's free. So the sensation, the feeling of clear at the beginning, the initial situation is very, very clear, because I can see the ace, I can see the 5, and the other ones I can see it, at least one of them. So maybe the effect is less, but the sensation is more for me. So this is the reference, and now let's go with the first phase. So okay, this first idea came from a magic jam with Ruby Ferez. One night we start to play with this concept in Luis Arza's home, and the idea was with the other trick, with the palindrome cards, but I applied to this one because I felt match with this perfectly. So we need to change. We have 2 options for the setup. We can change the ace and the 5, or we can change the 2 and the 4. This is the 2 options. We need to change these 2 or these 2, 1 and 5, or 2 and 4. So how can we do it? We show the ace, place on the table, we show the 2, then don't place on the table, take the 3, take the 4, and then place all together on the table, so the 4th is with the ace and the 2 is with the 5. So 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you place it at the same time you ask. So okay, count with me: ace, 2, 3, 4, and the last one is the 5. And then you place it and it's like, okay, confirm. The ace confirm is the last one, and this is the 4th, but it's a lie, this is the 2. So another little detail, this is the Ruby idea for the inversion. Okay, place like this, and with the 5 you can misdirect this action. And then I show in Mexico to Pedro Bryce, and he told me maybe I can do a little change, and it's so much beautiful. So you put the stir like this. You don't not in a pack. You put the stir like this. So it's very clear the direction, 1 to 5, and you can show it. It's very clear. Then you place the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4th, and when you show the 5th, the 5, you invert. You do an inversion, okay? So the 2, the 3, the 4th, and the 5. And then I place, and now you can see the stir again, okay? So it's more clear. It's the same thing that I have in my hands. 1 in your left, the ace in your left, the 5 in your right. Now with 1 finger, I can place. This is the true action, so more clear. And then, and the final is the 1, the ace, so it's very, very clear. Now I can change. About the change of the 2 cards, you can do it at the same time. You can do it cross your hands, or maybe I prefer to do it slowly in 2 times. So this is the order. I do this with my hand because I'm telling you this is the order, but not telling this is the order. But what happened if I switch. So I prefer to do in 2 times. I switch it, and then it's 1, and if here is the 1, then there, and I point to the second one, the 2 in this case. If this is the 1, there is the, and when the layman, the spectators answer me the 2, if here is the 1, there is the 2, and I turn over, because I have in my right hand the ace, so I need my right hand to take this. But I turn over the ace and I go to the 2. So if here is the 1, there is the 2. Very good. And there is the 3. And I place on the top of the ace, but face up. Okay, you see in a moment why. The 2. And there is the 3. And I place again 3. Okay, in these actions, my attention is to the next one, to the next card. So it's 1, there is the 2, 3, now is the 4th, and the last one is the 5. And in the complete sequence, I place my hand a little bit like this. Why? Because I want to cover a little bit these cards face up, you know? This moment of these 2 cards put together. So I put like this, not like this. Because if the action is here, you can achieve this information. But I don't want to. So it's like, okay, the 1 is here, there is the 2, and now is the 3. This is the 4th, and the last one is the 5. And I wait. And the situation is this. This is the situation. 2, 3, 4, and the 1. Okay? And now I use this as a triple. Okay? Because now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top. Okay? So I can change, remember, I can change 5 and 1, or I can change 4 and 2. So if I do this as a triple, now I change it. And look, it's 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. So this is the 4th, and the last one is the 5. I wait. Claps. Okay, do you want to see it again? Okay, let's go. 5. Now is the, and I do the triple, okay? 5, 4, 3, and after the 2 is the 1. This is the order, but the question is, what happened if I switch? If I switch, this is the 5, and if here is the 5, there is the 4. And now I don't need to do this. Okay? Now it's very clear. 4, 3, 2, and the last one is the 1. Okay, and in this moment, I'm going to do the same trap, the same trick, the same method, but in a different way. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And I do this. So what happened here? When I take the 2, I need to point in every single card. So makes more sense. If here's the 5, there is the 4, and there is the 3, here's the 2, and the last one is the ace. And then with the 2, I take the 3 and the 4th, and I point a little bit to the ace. The same action, but not here. I do this, the 2, and the last one is the ace. And now, when people said ace, and the last one is the ace, and the last one is the ace, okay, and with the clap, I turn the 5 and I turn all the pack. So now the 2 is with the 5 and the 4 is with the 1. Okay, so 2 and, very good, the ace. And I put the ace in the top, so it's like, okay, again, the complete star, because here's the 5, the 1, and here's the 5. So it's very clear. And now we have this one, okay? We have the setup again. This concept of doing the setup before the trick start is very good. And in all the versions I know of these tricks, one thing I don't like it is you can you take the cards like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your hand, and then you do the setup again for the second phase or the third phase. So I designed the structure, and you can do the setup in the revelation when you show the effect. When you are showing the effect and the people are looking here, you are doing the setup in the other hand, in the shadows. So this is one concept, doing setup during the effect. During the first effect, you do the second setup. And during the second effect, you do the third setup. This one, okay? And now, what happened here for the third? Okay, the thing happened here with the ace, 4, 3, 2, and 5 is this. Look. Double index. Probably you saw it in the lecture, but probably in the lecture you cannot see. You couldn't see it because it's very, very hidden. Now I'm going to explain again everything with the double index, but the trick, the thing I want to tell you is the double bottom concept. It's from Camilo here in Spain, and it's to hide something that you can put in the final of the trick, because if I use it at the beginning, I burn it. It's like, okay, you use it, you cannot use more, because it's like you abuse of the method. But if you maintain it hidden until the last moment, you have the last phase very strong, very powerful, because nobody expects the double index at this point. Nobody expects double index anytime, because spectators cannot think about double index, but it's better if you put at the last one. This happens, and this is a good thinking, because when you play, for example, with coins, you can see it very well with coins, the last coin of the structure of coins always is the worst. Not always, but most of the times is the worst. I mean, I have 3 coins, I do this, now here's 1, because here's 2. Look, 2, 1, and 1. Okay, so the 1 and the 2, wow, ultra clear with the shell. But now the last one, I need to take again, place the shell, put this in your hand, for example, and what happened? You cannot do this, and it vanished, like the 2 before. So the last one is the less clear and the less impossible. Maybe if the travel is to the spectator's hands, okay, have something more. But in the most of the times is not the best one, is the worst one. Maybe need to be by rhythm, in coin across or coin through the table, used to be like that. So if you keep the best method for the final, not the best, but one of the methods for the final phase, you have this double bottom concept of hide something until the end. And here I have something until the end, something hidden, the double index. So I'm going to do the two first phases again until this moment. So why you cannot see the double index? Because I don't care about double index. I design because in certainly way, so you cannot see it. But if I don't care, you don't care. I mean, one, oh, yeah, here. 1, 2. Look, here's a 4, but you cannot see it because it's too much impossible to read a number upside down, and is even more easy if you read 1 and 2 than 2. So it doesn't care. 2, 3, 4, and the last one is the 5. Okay, remember I do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I place, do this, we have this, and this one. Okay, 1, and if here's 1, there is the 2, and then I take this corner with the thumb, the 2. At the same time, this turn over. If this is the 1, there is the 2, and there is the 3, and this is the 4th, and this is the 5. Okay, again 5, 4th, and here the same. I cover with my pinky and 5. Okay, again 5, and then with my thumb 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is the order. But if I switch, this is the 5. Now here is the 4. There is the 3. When I take this, it's important. I place, and I put a little bit the cards in angle for me. If I put here, I think you cannot see it because you are looking here. So maybe I can be like that, but okay, a little bit more of cover is if I do this. Instead, put like this, like the cards, the angle is for me. So this is the 4, there is the 3, this is the 2, and the last one is the 8. So now we are in the same point we are before. But if I turn, I have the double index. So the 1. Okay. Do you want to see again? And then I take with my thumb and my fingers in the in this part of the card, and I rotate. So I turn, and then I sew. Okay, do you want to see again? Okay, let's go with the 1. And I look the 1, not these ones. These ones is in the shadow for me. It's like, oh, with the 1, the first one, the 8th. 8th. I go down and I put the 2. I go up and I see the 3. The 3, and after the 4th is the 5. This is the order. But if I switch, this is the 8th. And now I don't take this corner, I take this one. This is the 8th. This is the 2. This is the 3. This is the 4th. And the last one is the 5. And now I place and I cover all the index. But now it's like very free, and that's it. So this is a trick. Remember these two concepts, the double bottom or the double, hidden something for the last phase, and to do the setup before the effect start. So if you are going to do 2 phases, do the setup of the second phase in the first effect, or something like that. And now I can do it for you. Maybe if I have it. I don't know if I have the other cards. Let's see what it is. Ah, here. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same without double index, only because sometimes magicians told me, yeah, but you need a double index. I think this third phase needed. With no double index, you repeat the method 2 times, the second and the third, and you put a little bit of psychology on there, but for me it's not enough. I do it only for you, yeah. You can see it and you decide. For me, it's better with the double index, because are hidden and spectators, the laymen, cannot imagine that. So, and I think this image, when you place, is like you don't do anything. It's very, very clear for the third. And I think the third phase needs to be the most clear, because it's the last one. Need to be as most as you can. So, first one is the same. Okay, like this. Okay, like this, and this. Second one is the same. Oh, you can. And now for the third one, I do the same as the second. Here's the 5, here's the 4, this is the 3, the 2, and this is the 1. So the 1, 2, 3, the 4, and the 5. But if I change, this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, and this is the 5. The little psychology thing you can do is to put, when you do the 3, and then you, okay, this is in the other row. Yeah. So you show the 3 and you do like this, like is the 4th, you know? Sometimes I do this, but it's more like I show the 4 and the spectators, the laymen think, oh, I cannot see it, but maybe sometimes someone can. So it's like, because I show it, it's like, oh, it's there. So it's like the 3, the 4, and the 5. And if you believe it, you believe it. But it's like not too clear for me. The only thing I like to not use double index is the final exposition, because you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5. So this image for me is too much stronger than this, the 4th and the 5th, and then do this. This is like more tiny, but I prefer the last phase most stronger and then do this. I think it doesn't matter. This is the trick. This is one of the 5 versions. Hope you enjoy it and hope see you in the next versions. So my name is Juan Colas. If you discover something with the 5 on a row or with the palindrome cards and you want to share with me, this is my Instagram and I will enjoy very much to talk with you about this trick. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.